Welcome to Lazio, a region extraordinarily diverse and rich in hidden treasures. Here, amidst hills, mountains, and the sea, you'll find some of the oldest and most iconic cities in the world, natural and artistic wonders, and the most fascinating destinations for those who want to discover the true soul of Italy. In this video, we will take you on a journey to explore some of the most beautiful and enchanting places in Lazio, showcasing their beauty and secrets. Get ready for an unforgettable adventure in the heart of Italy, amidst history, nature, and art. Before we begin, a big thank you goes to all our subscribers who support and motivate us to create better content. If you also love to travel and discover new destinations, and if you enjoy the video, we invite you to subscribe to our channel to grow together as a community of travelers, where we can share ideas, tips, and unforgettable adventures. But now, let's get started. Here is our personal top 10 list of places and cities to visit in Lazio. At the 10th spot, we have the Montecassino Abbey. It is one of the most famous and important places of worship in the world, located in the city of Cassino, about 130 kilometers south of Rome. Founded by Saint Benedict in the 6th century, the Montecassino Abbey is a place of prayer and spirituality, as well as an icon of medieval art and architecture. Reconstructed after World War II, the abbey is a monument of grand beauty, dominating the city of Cassino from the top of a hill. Its architecture blends different styles, from Romanesque to Baroque, with elements of Gothic and Renaissance art. The interior of the abbey is richly adorned with frescoes, mosaics, and artworks, including the famous Crypt of Saint Benedict. At the 9th spot, we have the Casamari Abbey. It is an ancient Cistercian monastery located in the countryside between Frosinone and Latina. Built in the 11th century, the abbey is a splendid example of Cistercian architecture, characterized by sober elegance and a balance between beauty and functionality. The Casamari Abbey is immersed in an oasis of peace and tranquility, surrounded by vast meadows and woods, and is still inhabited by Cistercian monks. The abbey is open to the public, and visitors can admire its extraordinary beauty, including the cloister, the refectory, the chapter house, and the church. In the 8th spot, we find the island of Liri. It is a delightful town located in the province of Frosinone, in the heart of the Liri Valley, in a strategic position between Rome and Naples. The island of Liri is famous for its natural beauty, with the Liri River flowing through the center of the town, forming two splendid waterfalls that are a true tourist attraction. The main waterfall, over 20 meters high, is spectacular, especially when illuminated at night. But the island of Liri is also a city rich in history and culture, with monuments and places of interest dating back to the Roman, medieval, and Renaissance eras, such as the Boncompagni Viscogliosi Castle, the Church of San Francesco, and the Civic Archaeological Museum. Moving on, at the 7th spot, we have Terracina. It is a beautiful coastal city located on the southern coast of Lazio, famous for its beaches, historical monuments, and vibrant nightlife. The city is characterized by a rich history that is reflected in its architecture, with monuments and palaces dating back to the Roman and medieval eras, such as the Cathedral of San Cesareo, the Temple of Jupiter Anxur, the Frangipane Castle, and the bridge over the Amazzano River. But Terracina is also a highly appreciated tourist destination for its beaches, including the famous Levante Beach, a long stretch of golden sand that extends for kilometers, and the Faro Beach, a small bay with crystal clear waters, and an ancient lighthouse. At the 6th spot, we have Ostia Antica. It is an archaeological site of great historical importance, located a few kilometers from Rome, along the coast of Lazio. The city of Ostia Antica, founded around the 4th century BC as the port of Rome, represents one of the best preserved archaeological sites of ancient Rome, thanks to its privileged location, away from the chaos and vicissitudes of the city. The impressive remains of the ancient Roman city extend over a vast area, rich in temples, baths, forums, theaters, insulae, and necropolises, which testify to the daily life of the ancient Romans and their way of living. Among the most representative monuments of Ostia Antica, there are the theatre, the largest of antiquity, the Trajan's Forum, the necropolis, the House of the Nymphaeum, the House of Diana, and the Temple of Isis. In the 5th spot, we have included Gaeta. It is a city located along the Tyrrhenian coast, between the mountains and the sea, characterized by a long and fascinating history. The city of Gaeta is known for its natural and architectural beauties, including the splendid Serapo Beach, awarded multiple times with the Blue Flag, which extends for about 1.5 kilometers and offers crystal clear waters and fine sand. But Gaeta is also a city of art and culture, with its medieval historic center, where you can admire the Angevin Aragonese Castle, the Cathedral of San Lorenzo, and the Tower of Orlando. Additionally, the city offers numerous other tourist attractions, including the Mausoleum of Lucius Munatius Plancus, the Sanctuary of the Holy Annunciation, the National Archaeological Museum, and the Regional Park of Monte Orlando. In the 4th spot, there is Tivoli, a splendid city located just a few kilometers from Rome. Known worldwide for its magnificent villas and parks, Tivoli is an ideal destination for those who want to discover the beauty and history of ancient Italy. The city is famous for its villas, including the renowned Villa Adriana, built by Emperor Hadrian as his summer residence. The villa is a monumental complex of extraordinary beauty, with its vast gardens, temples, baths, and theaters. Not far from Villa Adriana is Villa d'Este, another marvel of Italian architecture and art, with its wonderful Italian gardens, fountains, waterfalls, and statues. The city also has a very charming historic center, with its narrow streets, squares, and monuments such as the Cathedral of San Lorenzo, the Temple of the Sibyl, the Rocca Pia, and the Governor's Palace. Continuing the ranking, in 3rd place, we find the Castelli Romani. It is a hilly area located southeast of Rome, known for the beauty of its landscapes, the richness of its history, and the variety of its cuisine. The Castelli Romani area is characterized by a series of picturesque villages and towns, each with its own personality and treasures to discover. Among these, Castel Gandolfo stands out, with its papal palace and the enchanting Lake Albano. There's also Frascati, with its villas and vineyards, and Aricia, with its famous bridge and delightful porchetta. The Castelli Romani area also offers numerous opportunities for outdoor enthusiasts, with trekking and cycling paths immersed in nature, as well as the possibility to engage in water sports on Lake Albano. But the true gem of the Castelli Romani is its cuisine, characterized by the freshness of ingredients and the variety of flavors. In summary, the Castelli Romani are a perfect destination for those seeking an escape from the city to discover an area rich in history, culture, nature, and gastronomy, just a stone's throw away from Rome. In 2nd place, it is worth mentioning Civita di Bagnoregio. It is an enchanting medieval village located on top of a tough hill, a few kilometers from Tuscany. This magical place is also known as the Dying City, because the terrain on which it stands is particularly fragile and subject to erosion, making it increasingly isolated and difficult to reach. The beauty of Bagnoregio lies precisely in its unique and suggestive location. The village is accessible only through a wooden pedestrian bridge that connects it to the mainland, offering a breathtaking panoramic view of the surrounding landscapes. Inside the village, narrow streets and stone houses tell the thousand-year-old history of the place, with ancient churches, small artisan shops, and restaurants offering local cuisine. A visit to Bagnoregio is like diving into the past, amidst the sounds and aromas of a bygone era, in a place that seems out of time and space. Finally, the first position could only be occupied by Rome, the capital of Italy. It is a city that enchants with its beauty, history, and liveliness. A city where you can breathe a unique and authentic atmosphere, where tradition and innovation coexist in perfect balance. The historic center of Rome is a true treasure trove, with its narrow streets and grand squares that tell the millennia-old history of the city. The Colosseum, the Pantheon, the Trevi Fountain, Piazza Navona, and the Vatican City are just some of the iconic places that enchant visitors. But Rome is also a city of neighborhoods, each with its own identity and unique charm. Testaccio, Trastevere, Monte, San Lorenzo are just a few of the areas worth exploring to discover the authentic Roman life, with trendy bars, vintage boutiques, traditional osterias, and characteristic markets. And then there's the gastronomy. Roman cuisine is one of the most appreciated in Italy, with delicious dishes like pasta alla carbonara, coda alla vaccinara, pasta alla matriciana, and many other specialties that make your mouth water. In summary, Rome is a city that makes you fall in love, where every corner hides a surprise and every glimpse is a work of art. A city where art, culture, gastronomy, and people blend into an unforgettable experience. In conclusion, Lazio is an extraordinarily rich region in history, art, and natural beauty, offering an infinite variety of cities, towns, and places to visit. In this video, we have presented some of the most iconic and suggestive cities and places in Lazio, but there are many other destinations to discover, such as the Orsini Castle in Avezzano, the fascinating town of Bolsena with its lake, and the ancient city of Anagni with its cathedral and the palace of Boniface VIII. So, if you are looking for an adventure that takes you to discover wonderful places and a thousand-year-old history, Lazio is the perfect destination for you. Explore its hidden treasures and immerse yourself in its timeless beauty, and you will surely be captivated by its magic. For now, our journey ends here. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It doesn't cost you anything, but it means a lot to us. Follow us in the upcoming videos to discover many more charming and exciting destinations.